Hey y'all, Nickie Brown here. No matter where you are, what part of the world you are in, I hope that you are having a good day. That Tina Marie song, Beyond the Groove, is stuck in my head. I listened to it earlier, but it is still stuck in my head. So I came on to do a reading. I was supposed to do it earlier, but never, better late than never. I was researching some other things. I had some other stuff going on. Sharing some other knowledge about some other things. Getting some chores done. And all that good jazz. Alright. So I'm using some of my cards today. And see what energies come out. I'm going to shuffle one more time because I haven't used them in a while, so they were a little cold. I appreciate you for watching. And actually, I'm going to burn a little sage before we get started. Clear some of the energy. I have the window open. I read this meme one day. It said, people be burning sage with the windows closed and the door closed. They ain't doing nothing but letting the demons float around. I was done. That was too funny. Too freaking funny. So we don't want to do that. We do not want to do that, sugar. Sometimes I light it at the stove. I know if you outside and the wind hit it, boy, it starts burning real good. But sometimes, you know, in the house, you can't get it to light well. Sometimes I can and sometimes I can't. I usually have to put it underneath the flame. And you know, well, I don't know if you know, the hottest part of the flame is actually above the flame. So really, I don't know why I'm putting it inside the flame when I know that the hottest part of the flame is above the flame. And once you put it above that flame and turn it a few times, you usually get a pretty good light on it. See, it's doing pretty good right now. I have it above the flame, like right above the flame. That's the hottest part of the flame. It's not in the flame. A lot of times we put it in the flame like that, but no, it's right above the flame. And just turn it around a few times. You can even hold it there and then turn. And it may seem like it's not doing anything, but it is. And it's above the flame. I don't know if you can see it turning red. Now it's starting to light. I don't know if you can see the flame in the sage. I'm showing y'all something. Alright, let me stop playing around with it and get started. I got it to light pretty good though. So, I'm just cleansing all the cards that I think I might use. We'll see. if I use all of them or not. Cleanse my hands. Cleanse my mind, body, and my feet. Bring in some good energy. Light a little bit of my Palo Santo. Again, above the flame. Light it pretty good. I love Palo Santo. Yeah, it's turning gray already. You know, it's hard to light Palo Santo. You see now you can see the flame better. The flame is not touching. The flame from this is not touching the stick, right? But I basically set it on fire because I'm going right above the flame. I'm getting it pretty hot. I don't know if you could tell from the camera, but see how well? See? All right, let's get some sweetness in here, some goodness. All right, so we're gonna have a good reading. All right. At the bottom, you scare me. Wow. All right, let's shuffle one more time. I said I was done, but let's just. I already set my intentions. I'm just going to cut them in half and then stick that in that half. And let's see what we get. What comes out? What is going to come out of these cards this evening? It's not late, but it's kind of late, I guess. It is 10:23 p.m. August 29th, Monday. I think I was supposed to do this reading around 6 something. Once I was done with all my... I went for a really good walk today. Felt good. And in the past, I wasn't much of a sweater. I was more of a perspirer. And I still can't necessarily say I like... You know, some people sweat really heavy. Unprotected sex. I'm not going to do reversals. I'm just going to do straight up. So unprotected sex came out. I am too afraid to love you. Let's go away together. Why did you leave me? I feel as if I lost you. Watching or following, so on social media or even in a car, sitting outside your home. Unrequited love. So somebody may feel like you're showing them unrequited love, or maybe there was an unrequited love situation in the past where they weren't showing you love, or they're with someone else where there's unrequited love. Weak. Why did you do me dirty? So I don't know if this is a question you have or the other person has. I feel like this is a past love, an ex. At the bottom of the deck, I have been thinking about you and sending energy. So, you know, there could be mental energy, spiritual energy. They could be sending you energy through songs. I tried to belittle you. They tried to probably belittle you to keep you stuck and make you feel like you couldn't move on without them or be with somebody else, and it didn't work. You are too confident for me. I can't control you. I pretty much just said that. I pretty much just said that. I basically just said that. Sorry, I had to plug up the charger. I don't want a relationship with you now. So again, this could be your energy, and you could be saying this to this ex. But this ex sees you as the one. There is power in silence. So you may have blocked this person, or you're just not speaking to this person. You're not responding to their texts or their phone calls. They could be calling from private or unavailable numbers, and you're not answering. Not used to someone like you. And I didn't tell you how I feel. I didn't want to make your head big. Sometimes that's a big mistake, because sometimes, especially knowing that we all have a different love language, right? And some people need to hear how you feel, and it won't make them get a big head, because that's not what it's about. But it will let them know, okay, well, this person does, have some type of feelings toward me. Because if you don't tell somebody how you feel, they just assume, oftentimes, you don't have any feelings for them at all, and you just want sex, or you just want their money, or whatever it is that you have going on with that person. And so they're like, okay, well, this is a waste of time. This person doesn't care about me, doesn't have any feelings about me, so I'm out. Not everybody, I cannot remember this movie, and I don't know if it was Belly or one of the other. I know it was a black movie, and in the movie, the guy tried to holler at this girl, and she rejected him. So he basically proceeded to disrespect her. And she came back like, oh, why do you feel that way? Why do you think that? And then she started talking to him. And then when she gave him her number, or whatever the case may be. And so when she walked away, the friend was like, see, that's how you do it, type, attitude. And so this is a game that some people play. But some people don't play games like that. If you diss me or don't tell me how you feel, again, I'm just going to say, okay, well, it was, I'm not saying me per se, but a person's going to say, okay, well, I guess it was just sex. We had fun, and that's it. Everybody's not going to let you just treat them any kind of way, and you think that that's going to get them to be in a relationship with you if that's what your goal is. No, sometimes you have to say, I really like you, and I want to be in a relationship with you. Right? Some people, their love language is acts of service. So, they want you to maybe take the trash out. And I'm saying take the trash out. Let's just say, for example, you're dating someone who has kids and you don't. And let's say this woman has a son. I'm going to say that, right? She has a son, and she had to work late. And she's running late to pick the son up from the after school program or whatever. And you voluntarily say, I'll go pick the kid up. Or again, she's working late, and she normally makes dinner every night, and this particular night she's not able to make dinner. Instead of you just sitting there waiting on her to get home, or moaning and groaning, complaining that she had to work late, you take it upon yourself to make dinner, or at least get dinner started. For a guy, maybe he owns a business, let's say, and if he'll let you, because I know sometimes guys are stubborn about letting women do certain things, but in any event, let's say he has a lot of paperwork to do, and you know how to do the paperwork, so you help him do some of the paperwork just to alleviate some of the stress off of him, so he can get it done faster and y'all can spend time together. Or he needs to go get his suit from the cleaners and you're not doing anything, so you run and say, oh hey babe, I went and got the suit for you, so that's one less thing you have to do. You know, those are acts of service, right? And then, you know, you let the person know, you know, I mean, sometimes you can even ask for help. The person may not necessarily volunteer their help, but you can ask for help, and hopefully they are willing to help you, right? You know, cooking their favorite meal, or like I said, going out of your way to do something that you wouldn't normally do to help this person out. Or even keeping your word and doing what you said you were going to do. Then some people like quality time, and I think that that's self-explanatory. You know, not where you on your phone, not where, you know, the boys are over or you going to hang out with the girls, you know, or somebody doing your hair or your nail. No, just the two of you together. Then you have some people who like gifts, right? Again, I think that that's self-explanatory. Some people like to receive gifts, male or female. Physical touch. You have some guys, and this is one of the things where a lot of people say they don't believe in astrology and it's stupid for you to base your relationship on astrology, right? But I think that it does have a lot of validity to it, right? Especially when it comes to something like physical touch. Because some men think that there are some women, you touch them, they get off. They love it. They want you to touch them all the time. But there are some women who, they want more communication. They're what is called a sapiosexual. So if every time they walk past you, although it may be flattering to a certain extent, if each and every time you walk past, you grabbing her butt, for some women that is annoying. They don't want to be touched all the time. And so I think that, you know, it's important for you to know your spouse. It doesn't mean that they don't like you. It doesn't mean that they're turned off by you. It just means that they would rather you stimulate their mind than to always want to, like, it's a turn off. I had an ex-boyfriend that used to do that all the time. And again, I'm more of a mental stimulation person. And he would wonder why that him grabbing my butt would not make me want to have sex. You're not doing anything to stimulate my mind. And at that point, my argument used to always be, well, be romantic. But he would stubbornly not do it just because I asked him to do it. But then he would want, every time he went and got the same haircut at the barber, for me to compliment him every time he got this haircut. I'm not complimenting you every time you get a haircut because you won't do what I need you to do. This is supposed to be equal give and take, not you always get what you want, which once the relationship was coming to an end is what I started to realize. I gave up who I was, right? And let's just say, for example, every time we went to the movies, we would always see what he wanted to see. And after a few years, I realized that that was what was going on. And so, you know, I would ask him, well, why don't we go see this? And, you know, or why don't we do this? And it was like I had to beg him or argue with him to get him to do it. And he would do it like that one time just to appease me or shut me up. And then it would go back to the same way that it was. So again, I realized I lost myself in that relationship. So, you know, again, physical touch is, you know, there are times when there are certain personality types when, yes, they want to cuddle, they want to hug. And them Cuddling may be them putting their feet on you. You know, it may not be them with their head in your armpit. You know, some people don't like to cuddle after sex. And so if the person doesn't want to cuddle after sex, it doesn't have anything to do with you. They may be willing to do it sometimes, but you can't take it personal, and you have to want to compromise or make that sacrifice that maybe sometimes they may not always want to do that. But then again, like I said, you have some people who always want to do it. So are you going to be okay with that person who does not always want to be touched? Are you going to be okay with that person who does not like to hold hands? Are you going to be okay with that person who does not like public displays of affection, who it embarrasses them and makes them feel like people are looking at them if you kiss them or touch them in public? Or are you just going to do it anyway and laugh like it's okay and not take their feelings into consideration? Right? And then you have words of affirmation. Some people want to be encouraged. Some people want to hear you're doing a good job. They want you to listen to them, actively listen, and not ridicule or judge them, especially if they think differently. Some people want you to text them throughout. If you're at work, the other person's at work, or if you run your own business, they run their own business. They want you to text them throughout the day. That's mind stimulation. You know, hey gorgeous, hey handsome. Just out of the blue. Or, you know, get the toilet tissue roll and write I love you. Or write I love you on the mirror in lipstick, right? Or put a sticky note on the mirror if you don't want to write on it in lipstick or whatever. You know, make the person lunch, male or female, right? Say, babe, you know, if it's a guy, you always make me lunch, so I made you lunch today. Pack their lunch box and put a little note in there so when they open it, they see this note. Put it at the bottom just in case they check and see what you put in the lunch bag, in case they want to add something. So when they get to the bottom of the lunch bag, then they see the note. Or wrap it around the net. Put it around the wrap the fork and knife and spoon in a napkin and wrap it around the napkin with a rubber band or a ribbon or something. Recognize their effort. Appreciate. Don't just take somebody for granted because they cook for you, that's what they're supposed to do. No, they really don't have to do anything. Or if somebody does your laundry or even takes the trash out, say thank you. I appreciate you doing that. Again, don't just take it for granted that that's what they have to do. Or that's what they're supposed to do. But yeah, everybody has a different love language. So not telling somebody how you feel or what you're thinking because you think that it's going to make them have a big ego, that's not always the right thing to do. You have to get to know the person to see if they're even that type. Because some people, you know, again, they need those compliments and they don't let those compliments just go to their head. That's why I think it's important to get to know a person. You can't treat everybody the same. You can't even approach every person the same. Again, male or female, because I know some women approach men too. Anyway, let's get some cards out here. Alright, what do we need to know? The King of Wands is in a reverse. Let me get a little bit more light. Shed some light. Let there be light. Life is waiting for you to begin. So Yeah, this is somebody who's been rude. A bully. Somebody who's impulsive and potentially abusive. So again, maybe this is why this person feels like they don't want to tell you how they feel, because they think you're going to have a big head, because deep down they're abusive, whether it be verbally, mentally, emotionally, or physically, or all of them. Maybe that's, you know, they were abused growing up, so they think that that's how you're supposed to show love to people. Some people think that. Some people think abuse is love. Because again, this is how they were shown love growing up. Yeah, abuse is not love though. And love is not jealous. Love is respectful. Yeah, somebody's been working hard. This could be somebody who's self-employed. This is someone who's patient, and they're patiently waiting for their you know, the fruits of their labor. That's what's coming to me. But this could be somebody who has some type of skill or trade, owns a business, building a business, is working on learning a new skill. And this person could be really committed to what they're doing. This person could be committed to you or somebody. Yeah, this is somebody who produces good quality materials, is an expert in their craft and whatever they do. They're dedicated, they're concentrated, they're focused, they're successful. Pentacles, again, as I always say, is stability, whether it's in a home, finances, a relationship, even. You know, somebody who could be creating some body of work, poetry, books, art, a portfolio of some kind, whether it's photographs or artwork, whatever that looks like. Could even be a new job, somebody who's getting a new job. And this card associated with the solar plexus chakra and Virgo energy. You know, this could be a Virgo, but it could also be a Taurus or a Capricorn. You know, they're usually very hardworking and good at what they do. You know, they're earth signs are very grounded, and they're usually very smart. Can be smart to a fault, because they can be very cunning and conniving too at the same time, and that's no disrespect. But like, if they don't like somebody or they want to do something against somebody, they can really be calculated when it comes to that. So yeah. And I'm saying that because it's following this King of Wands, you know, which could be an Aries or even a Sagittarius or Leo. But again, this is, you know, the King of Wands can be in reverse, can be somebody who's really nasty, but still good at what they do. Right? So this could have been somebody who was very nasty and mean towards you, but you may still have love for this person because they're good at what they do. They just chose the wrong cup. It has 7 cups in front of them. had a lot of, which is basically saying they had a lot of options. And I feel like in this particular situation, they chose the wrong option. This is Scorpio energy, so even if this is not a Scorpio, this could be somebody who's very sexual, even addicted to sex. Somebody who procrastinates. Somebody who was picking and choosing, but, you know, they didn't pick and choose you. They pick and chose somebody who would have unprotected sex with them. And unrequited love. Because they weren't used to somebody like you. And now they realize you're the one. But they tried to belittle you. Because they had multiple options. And they were dreaming or hallucinating to think that, you know, it will work out with somebody else. You were too confident for them and they couldn't control you. And that's why they did you dirty. So if that's you asking this question, that's why they did you dirty. But now they're watching or following you on social media or sitting outside your house. Maybe even having other people sit outside, you know, follow you, watch you, stalk you. Because they feel as if they have lost you. And they want to know why you left them. But that's why you left them. Because they was nasty. They were living in a fantasy. Going after illusion. You know. All these bogus cups. You have some good stuff in these cups. And you have some not so good stuff. And they chose the not so good stuff. And so that's really something that they have to live with now. Yeah, they're not getting victory and success, and they're not happy about that. This person feels like a failure. They feel like they lost you. And then that it now has them at a disadvantage because you're probably doing well and they could have built something with you. And they picked the dud in the cup. They may see themselves as a disgrace, or maybe their family sees them as a disgrace. They may wish ill will on you, or somebody else is wishing ill will on them. Or you may wish ill will on them. And they may feel like somebody's after them, or they may be after you. Because again, they can't believe that you got away. Yeah, because you had strength. Courage. Confidence. You know who you are. And you know what to do. Your confidence is very strong. You have compassion. You have self-control. You've overcome any self-doubt and you're focused. You're an influencer. And you are headed for wealth and power. And again, this person can't believe that they chose the wrong cup. And that they're now losing. Again, they feel like a disgrace because they could have been winning with you. This could be a Leo, or you could be a Leo. This person has a lack of confidence where you have all the confidence in the world. The strength of a mountain. You're being good to yourself. You've tamed your you know, your unrighteous side. You've taken control of your life. You're loving yourself. You're in good health. And the Seven of Cups can also be somebody who's abusive. So again, that's confirming that King of Wands in the reverse. Why is the King of Wands out here in the reverse? If you've been picking up on this energy, this person's energy a lot lately, it's because they've been sending you energy. Keep that in mind. Because they feel lost without you. Lost without you. They can't help themselves. Justice. This is your justice. Doing well, being in good health, moving on without them, being confident. That's your justice. And that's their karma. You also have the Sun out here in the reverse. So the truth always comes out, right? This could also be some type of legal dispute. I don't know if they're going to a divorce, child support court, or this could be you getting justice on something else. Then again, we have the Sun in the reverse. You know what, the Justice card, I'm sorry, I wanted to go back to that. Justice is also cause and effect, right? The law of cause and effect. But this is a win-win situation for you, right? Because the truth came out. And again, this may not have anything to do with this relationship, but you do get what you give. And so no matter what someone is trying to give you, they're going to get it back in return, whether it be good or not so good. Then with the Sun in reverse, somebody's sad. They're in their ego. They have unrealistic expectations. Then you have the Death card in the reverse. This is stagnant energy. Somebody's hopes and dreams have been destroyed and they feel stuck. Again, this may not have anything to do with this relationship because I feel like another energy entered, but it could have something to do with this relationship as well. So, again, with the Sun in reverse, there's some type of delay and somebody's depressed. Right? Somebody's been negative. They feel burnt out. They're trying to see past the clouds, but it's just an overcast day. And they've had a lot of overcast days. Somebody doesn't want something to come to an end, so they're trying to stop it or delay it. But it's time for it to come into to an end. Justice always has to be served. Karma always comes back around. Somebody's not able to move forward here. Whatever was being done behind the scenes is now being blocked and stopped, and is going back to, you know, the person is supposed to go to get this justice. And you know that justice is Libra energy, and it also has to do with the heart chakra. So, you know, again, if this is this love situation, this person is getting their karma. And this is why they feel lost without you. And they're sitting there asking themselves why you left them. They're stuck in their head. They're stagnant. Not able to move forward because of the things that they did to you, and it's now haunting them. This could also, the sun in reverse could also be somebody who had a miscarriage or a stillbirth. Even somebody who's conceited and in their ego. Again, the death card is somebody who's resisting change. Doesn't want things to change. They want things to stay the same. This could also be somebody who's very dependent, who repeats negative cycles because they've not healed. They're afraid of new beginnings, afraid of the unknown. But again, they're not moving forward. They're stuck in the muck and the mire. At the bottom of the deck, what's coming? The Magician. Why is the Death card in reverse? Came out sideways. The High Priestess. What's in the dark always comes to light. What is hidden shall always be revealed. Henny. This is secrets. Somebody who may be very mysterious, but somebody who's also very intuitive and who trusts themselves. And this could be your energy. So you trusted yourself to walk away from this person, or you trusted yourself to sit back and allow whatever justice is supposed to come to you to come to you. So if it's a legal matter, you will receive justice, and you're using your intuition to patiently wait for that justice to come in. And that may be the skill that you learn with this Eight of Pentacles out here. Because I feel like you've healed. You have strength, right? You've overcome self-doubt. You trust your instincts and your intuition. You have that inner knowing. Spiritual insight, emotional stability. You may even practice divination. You may read tarot cards or runes, or have some other type of esoteric wisdom or knowledge about even numerology, gematria, past life regression, whatever it is. But there are things that have yet to be revealed, but they are going to come out. You know, the High Priestess is this moon energy. And if you have a yes or no question, the answer is yes. This is third eye chakra energy. You're seeing with your third eye, or your pineal gland, or your higher level of consciousness. You meditate. You trust. You're intuitive. Right? You may even have lucid dreams. And your spirit guides are protecting you and helping you. This is also 2 energy, again, moon energy. And you're a peace lover. You operate best in unity and cooperation. And it's meant for you to unite through wealth and power, or a business. You're very diplomatic, warm, and again, intuitive. You may probably wear more orange, right? Because 2 is the sacral chakra. It's all about your emotions, your sexuality, and your intimacy and unity. You work best in relationships. So if you have a business, It's best if you have a business partner, even if you're not in a romantic relationship with somebody you can do business with. That's just a word of advice. And that may be why, you were pretty disappointed. And again, why you want to know why this person did you dirty. Because by now, instead of this person being in regret and feeling like a failure, y'all could have probably built something together and be financially secure with this Eight of Pentacles together. Or at least working toward being financially secure, working on your craft, because y'all probably had a lot in common and could have built something very lucrative together, like some Beyonce and Jay-Z type stuff. Why is the Six of Wands out here in reverse? King of Cups. Yeah, this person is all in their emotions. Or this is a mature man that's coming towards you. Who's mature and compassionate. Very calm, caring, friendly, sympathetic, wise, tolerant, diplomatic, balanced. More in line with how you are. This could be a Pisces, but doesn't have to be. This could just be somebody who's balanced emotionally. A male who's balanced. I'm feeling like King of Cups is usually a male. But of course, it's energy. It could be male or female. But I'm feeling like this is a male because I'm feeling like you're a female that I'm talking to. And that this is a male we're talking about. I'm picking up on that strongly. But of course, it could always be the other way around. But since this King of Cups came out, and again, King of Cups is usually a male. I feel like this is somebody, because we're all a balance of masculine and feminine energy. Or at least we should be. But when somebody's masculine and feminine energies are not balanced out, this is when you have sometimes a male that will operate more on his feminine side, or a female that will operate more in her masculine side. And it's usually based on life experiences. Like, say for example, with a female, she may feel like she needs to protect or provide for herself because she's not had ideal situations growing up. A lot of times it's because maybe her father or her mother rejected or abandoned her growing up. So since she never had anybody she could trust, she feels like she can only trust herself. And since she can only trust herself, she's going to do it herself. And this is why some women become very independent and masculine. Then you have the male, who maybe he was mainly raised by his mom and even his sisters. And they instilled more feminine traits. So maybe he yells and screams and he doesn't know how to balance out his energy. He shows his emotions with more anger. There's another word and I can't think of it right now. But even this pretending not to care is I can't think of the word, but like pretending that you don't care is also emotional. You're just trying to repress the emotion in that case. And again, anger is also an emotion. Hold on. There's other ways that men show emotion. And I don't think money, I guess a man is showing he cares with money. But remember, we talked about the 5 love languages. Sometimes that's, you know, for some women, yes, they gravitate more towards men who, you know, are just going to show up with the money. But for some women, that's just, it's not that they don't appreciate it, but they don't know how to think that that makes you care about them, if that makes sense. To them, that's not showing that you care about them, especially for somebody who is more of a physical touch person or a words of affirmation person. And this could even apply to a relative. You might have relatives that say, oh, well, I help take care of you. You know, that's my way of showing you love. But again, if the person needs to know that they're being supported with words, it's not that the money's not good enough, but they can't receive your love. Some men show, you know, their love with body language or the things that they do. But again, if she needs words of affirmation, your gestures may go unnoticed. I'm just saying. This is someone who has balanced that out within themselves. They're able to show their emotions. They're affectionate, romantic, charming, devoted, family-oriented, and generous. This is a great parent, someone who has empathy and understanding, tolerance, patience, emotional intelligence. Again, this is somebody who's elevated to their third eye chakra. This is probably someone who meditates, just like you do. Someone you're more compatible with, or at least emotionally compatible with. What else does the collective need to know? So if this person isn't already in your life, this is someone who may be coming towards you. And they're going to replace this, you know, person who's in their feelings. Or this person could have learned from the mistake that they made, and they maybe have become this King of Cups. That's just way too many cards. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to take them. We have the Star. You could be Aquarius. This person could be an Aquarius. But somebody you can have a great life with. Somebody who's creative and calm, inspirational. You know, whether it be to people in public, maybe even an influencer, you know, because it's right next, it came out next to the Strength card. And Leo is the polar opposite of Aquarius. And this is a 17, which is also an 8, which is also that wealth and power that I was talking about earlier. And again, you need someone who is going to unite with you through wealth and power. You could be a Leo, they could be Aquarius, vice versa. Or at least have those signs in your chart. It could be your sun, your moon, or your rising sign. Somebody who's content, pours out knowledge. Water is cleansing and renewing. Somebody who has serenity. Somebody who's spiritual. Somebody who's working on their healing. Again, if this is not your energy, this is the energy of someone around you or the energy of someone coming towards you. This is someone who's positive, has trust and confidence. Again, that renewed sense of hope. Someone who feels rejuvenated because they've overcome and or become the person that they are meant to be. Right? Miracles are coming towards them. Good things are happening in their life. They have an inner sense of clarity and peace, right? This is reminding you that everything is going to be great, right? Unexpected, help is going to come whenever you need it. And you'll have clarity when it comes to solving problems. Again, this is hope, peace, and everything being in alignment. Empress in reverse. The fear of the unknown sometimes makes us feel insecure. So you may be feeling insecure right now. Like you've been working hard at this skill and that you're not seeing the rewards right now. But just continue to be patient. And continue to have this strength and this confidence because it's coming. And for the most part, when we're going through something, everything always works out, right? And everything is going to work out. You always have everything that you need. You may not have everything you want, and you may not get what you want when you want it, but you always have everything that you need. So keep that in mind and be thankful and grateful in that and for that. You are growing. You do have harmony. So don't think negative. Continue to think positively. And then the world came out in reverse. Baby. Get out of that negative thinking. And two, with the Empress being in reverse, you may have felt like you needed to depend on somebody. Like if you are that words of affirmation person, affirm yourself. You don't need other people to affirm you. You don't need anyone to help you. So if you felt like this person was helping you, you don't need to go back to that person to get help. You have everything you need. Don't be worried. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of the unknown. This could also be somebody who maybe have fertility issues because that stillborn or miscarriage did come out before. So this could be a different scenario for somebody else as well. Again, just be patient. You need nurturing energy, so if you don't have anyone around you to nurture you, nurture yourself. Practice self-care, self-love. Take your spiritual baths. Burn you some sage. And don't feel, get out of that space of feeling overwhelmed and afraid of the unknown. The World card is here in reverse. You may still have some lessons to learn. This could also be somebody who's having travel issues. Again, all the skills, all the hard work you've been putting in is going to pay off. You may be feeling like you're not successful right now, or there's some type of lack of success, or that you're stagnant. And you may feel like that because you know that you were supposed to be with this partner and y'all were supposed to build wealth and power together. And you may feel like you're disappointed because you're now having to do this on your own. But help is coming. And again, you always have everything you need, so just stay thankful and grateful for what you have. And focus on what you have and what you want, and not what you don't have or what you don't want. This is not a time for you to feel burdened or disappointment, or like you haven't accomplished anything, because you've come a long way. This cycle is going to end. What goes up must come down. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles out here in your reverse. This could be more Capricorn energy. I think Saturn is in retrograde. Both these cards represent Saturn. Emperor's in reverse could be a Taurus. That's Venus. That's, you know, having to do with your love life. Aquarius is Saturn or Uranus, because it's both. It's ruled by both signs. And I'm bringing up these planets because sometimes we need to research the planets. Because I know, like, Mercury retrograde is coming up. But I think that Saturn might have been in retrograde as well. So you might want to look into that. Let me see. Let me see if I can figure it out real quick. Because I want to say that I read that like last month sometime, but I can't remember right now. Saturn retrograde 2022. This article is from June 10th, 2022. Yeah, Saturn is in retrograde. It started June 4th and it lasts through October 22nd. And it says it's in stubborn Aquarius, right? Saturn retrograde 2022 is happening in rebellious air sign Aquarius, and it's all about getting real with our boundaries. Wow. Let's see. It is known as a stern, serious, and authoritative figure. The planet governs the matters of time, patience, maturity, karma, and hard work. It brings a sense of security and stability. It teaches life lessons and strengthens boundaries. Don't expect to take any shortcuts with this rule. Making cosmic force around you. During Saturn's annual retrograde periods, it's time for all zodiac signs to review their boundaries and consider what's giving them resistance in their lives. Saturn wants us to take things slow and step things up. So use the next 4 months to refocus on building a solid foundation for your goals and accept any responsibilities that you have been running from. Right now. So there's that. So like I said, Saturn came out here twice, and so did Venus. I can't remember. Venus might be in retrograde too. But again, this is something you can research. And then we have the nostalgia card in the reverse. So the Six of Cups is out here in the reverse. Six of Cups is someone who's living in the past. Somebody who may be a little naive and has unrealistic expectations. But it's time to let go of the past and focus on the future. Work on your maturity. Because this is, you know, in the upright is usually someone who's immature, or it can be somebody who's immature, or at least childlike, you know, depending on the reader. Has that childlike energy, playful energy. But in the reverse, it's maturity, growing up, even leaving home, if that applies to you. This would be somebody who's independent, moving forward. Spirit may be, you know, inviting you to heal past traumas, heal inner child. Maybe telling this person who did you dirty to heal their inner child. King of Swords, and it could be a King of Swords. This person who did you dirty might be a King of Swords. King of Swords is usually Libra, but it could also be Aquarius or Gemini, air energy. Yep, because this is the symbol of Uranus. I'll show it to you upright. That's Uranus. Uranus is also, remember I said that was also on the Aquarius card. Let's see if Uranus is in retrograde. Yep. Oh no. As of August 24th, 2022, Mercury's unconventional cousin Uranus has gone retrograde. Will remain in 20 until January 22nd of 2023. So strap yourself in, because if Mercury is Monday, Uranus retrograde is that never-ending hump day. As a plant, Uranus is unorthodox in almost every way. And what does it mean? You can expect disruptions related to food, money, and home. I'm going to leave that right there. You can do more research if you want to. But this is a lack of structure, a lack of routine, a lack of intelligence, or intelligence used in a negative way, like to scam or scheme. This is someone who thinks irrationally and is very illogical. This is a corrupt person, a con artist, someone who may try to bribe people, someone who's abusive, a dirty politician. Someone who's considered sneaky and deceptive. This could also represent irony. You know, swords to cut people. This is someone who's dishonest, a liar. Either you need to go into hermit mode, or this person needs to go into hermit mode, or someone around you is in hermit mode. This person could be working on healing themselves, soul searching. Nines in gematria and numerology represent completion. I know that in tarot it's 10, but this is telling me something's coming to an end. That's what I'm picking up on from this card, based on the cards that are underneath it. Because the old version of this person may be coming to an end. This person may be elevating to their higher self. This is related to the third eye chakra. This person may have started meditating. This person may be in solitude, or may have withdrawn from all these cups that they were around. This person may now be trusting themselves and trusting their instincts because they realize that they chose the wrong cup. And so now they realize that you were the right cup because they're watching you and following you. And they see you in your strength and your power. They may even be seeing you with wealth and power. This could be a Virgo, but doesn't necessarily have to be. If you have a yes or no question, the answer is no. This is someone who has gone within for clarity, or you need to go within for clarity. This is someone who's on a quest for personal truth. And again, someone who is now trusting themselves, soul searching, becoming enlightened, spiritual, self-reflecting, self-assessing, very introspective and contemplative, using their inner guidance. And again, in isolation or solitude. Because they realize they chose the wrong cup. And now they're using the light from their higher consciousness to lead the way. They're honoring their spiritual side. They're trusting the guidance from spirits and ancestors, universe. Because there's power in silence. Yep. And they feel like you're the one. And they may have thought you were weak, but they realize that you're not weak. They want to go away with you. Because they're not used to someone like you. And they want to have unprotected sex with you. They may want to prove a point, or maybe what those fertility issues were about. Maybe they want to prove that they're fertile. Or maybe somebody had a miscarriage, or I'm not sure about that one. That could be somebody's story, but it may not be. Like, maybe, this situation was so depressing that it could have caused a miscarriage, but I don't want to speak that, or even a stillbirth. Hopefully that's not your story, and I don't want to dwell on that too much. At the bottom of the deck is now the Page of Wands. If you have a yes or no question, it's a yes. Good news is coming in quickly. In the form of a letter, a phone call, word of mouth. Somebody's cheerful and childlike. Having fun or wants to have fun. Very active, optimistic, full of energy. Having bright ideas. What else do we need to know? Root chakra is healed. This is Sagittarius energy. Doesn't have to be. Could be somebody with Sagittarius in their chart. More Saturn energy though. Queen of Wands. Did the King come out here too? Yep. Oh no, that's Queen of Swords. I'm sorry. That was the King of Wands earlier. No, the King of Swords did come out. But in reverse. So he was your king. But again, he didn't know how to treat you. He may be coming back though. He may be coming back with good news that he's healed or she has healed. Maybe more playful and less mean. More childlike though. So you may see this person as immature and not deserving of your love because of the way they showed up before. But they may have an exciting new plan or a bright idea. You don't have to give this person a chance because we all have free will, of course, so you can do whatever you want to do. But this person may come back to you very optimistically. But always keep in mind that if you take somebody back, there is always that chance that they won't respect you. There is that chance that they will treat you with the utmost respect, right? But there's always that chance that after a while, they may start to resent you. Like, this person is stupid for taking me back. Because the Page of Wands could also go rogue or be rogue, which is dishonest, a liar. It could be good news, but it could be somebody who's immature and who misbehaves, who just comes back to try to make you seem like, they're playful and loving and kind and optimistic and want to, be in business with you. But it could be a bogus a bogus wand. Like a wet piece of wood. Because, with the wands, I say this sometimes, you can set them on fire, right? But this person is coming to you with some wet wood that's not going to light because it's wet. And I'm not going to say, I don't like to say that, I don't want to belittle this person and say this person is worthless, because everyone's life is worth something or has meaning. But in terms of what you've built and in terms of your strength and your power and your wealth, this person may have very little to offer you. Again, they're coming to you with a bogus offer, with some wet wood that you can't do anything with. And by the time it dries out, you'd have been, cut down a whole nother tree and used some other wood, or went to the store and bought you some more logs to light your fire. So this person may no longer light your fire. But they're enthusiastic though. And again, maybe they've come out of hermit mode and, they feel like they're ready. But again, after a while, they may not respect you anymore. This could be somebody who's mischievous still. You know what I'm saying? Like, this person may not have a place to stay. So again, they may be trying to manipulate you, to make it seem like they're all on board with you, but they're not. You have the ability to learn from this situation and use it to your advantage. Again, this is your third eye. Very intuitive energy. This is more Saturn energy. You could be an Aquarius. Someone who's the opposite of this person. Very honest, truthful, trustworthy, candid, right? Very protective of yourself and others that you care about. Aquarians are even protective of people that they know. Like, they stand up for what they believe in, and they stand up for people's rights. They're very humanitarian in that way. Philanthropic, even, when it comes to, doing what's right or standing up for what they believe in on a human level. This is someone who's very witty, who likes to talk, but they're pouring out knowledge. So they may be talking a lot because they're, giving out good advice. And I feel like this may be your energy, or the energy of someone around you, or the energy of someone coming toward you. And keep in mind too, with these energies, it could be person, place, or thing. So if it doesn't have anything to do with a person, it could have something to do with a place, like your job. It could have something to do with a thing, like your job, or like a car, right? Maybe your car was acting up. Maybe you got a new one, and then somebody came and fixed up the car, and now it's running fine, but it was giving you a whole bunch of trouble for months because it wasn't meant for you to have that car. It was meant for you to get the new car. And use the new car to your advantage. Because maybe you went from having a two-door sedan to an SUV, and now you can use that to, carry your business stuffs, or business supplies, or maybe you're fixing up a house or something, and you can use it to go to Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever hardware store is near you, Ace, whatever. The local mom and pop hardware store, wherever you go, the lumber yard, whatever that looks like. This is also somebody who's funny, has a good sense of humor, is a good communicator, has principles, morals, values, sensibilities. Very fair, treats everyone the same. Aquarians are very good at that. We typically, unless somebody does something that, where they try to play us out, because I'm an Aquarius, we treat everybody fairly. Now, when it comes to the opposite sex, oftentimes men will think that we're flirting with them, but we'll be the same way with a woman, and we're not flirting with her because we treat everyone fairly. We treat everyone with the same level of respect, unless and until somebody doesn't treat us with respect. Aquarians are able to give constructive criticism, but they can also take constructive criticism. Again, as long as it's not disrespectful. Aquarians have a lot of strength. Aquarians are very strong. Again, this could be male or female energy, as always. And swords move fast, so they could cut you quick if you cross them, because they're quick-witted. Very realistic, down-to-earth, objective, discerning, quirky, eccentric. Very self-sufficient, logical. And they rule themselves. And this is why this person said, you are too confident for me. I can't control you. This is one thing. I remember I dated a Cancer. And his mother was an Aquarius. And one of the first things she said to him was, you are not going to be able to control her like you did with the other women you dealt with. And he had to learn that lesson the hard way. Aquarians march to the beat of their own drum. One of the fastest ways to lose them is to try to control them. Either try to control them with manipulation, try to control them with money, try to control them with sex. Now, if they want to get money from you, or try to control you or manipulate you for sex, they will make you think that you're getting that off, but really they're the ones who's in control. Trust me. You don't have as much control as you think you might have. Now, it could also depend on some of the other signs in your chart, but again, typically an Aquarius is not going to let you control them, male or female. They will rebel against it each and every time and tell you to go somewhere and kick rocks with flip-flops. So, this King of Swords used his intelligence in a negative way, in a very illogical way, because he or she felt like they couldn't control you, or you couldn't control them if you're a cross watcher. However it applies, however it resonates, this is what we have. And that's why it didn't work out, and that's why this person left you, or this is why you left this person, and they're sitting somewhere wondering why, or maybe they're healing. Five of Swords in reverse. This is a peaceful resolution. Somebody won and they're moving on. Somebody's willing to compromise. Again, this person may have learned their lesson. But again, be careful, because they might be coming back to you as a page. This could be that King of Swords in reverse coming back as the Queen of Swords in the upright. Maybe, maybe not. Just use your discernment. Continue to... the lessons that you learned during this process, during this karmic cycle. If this person comes back to you as a page, then you understand that it's a test. If this person comes back to you as a Queen of Wands, maybe this person is ready. And then y'all can, compromise with each other the rest of the way and have open and honest communication and end the conflict that you had. This could be other people who created conflict in your life. Could have been a work situation, could have been relatives, or again, it could have just been this person with their cups trying to cause conflict. But all of that is over now. Especially if this was a man dealing with a bunch of different women, once women find out about the other woman, sometimes they could be a little messy. But again, this is over, and this person has left that behind. It was a fair fight. But now, now there's peace. Or this could represent somebody who got caught. Caught with their pants down, or whatever that looks like. This could be somebody who's also hateful. Maybe had a power struggle. But they're willing to end the conflict now. They're willing to end the struggle. So again, just be careful. Why is this Five of Wands, Swords out here in reverse? Why is this Five of Swords out here in reverse? This kind of fell out sideways and then flipped around. So, yeah, this is big changes, opportunities, seizing a moment, jumping in, traveling, someone who's assertive, direct, honest, quick-witted, more swords energy, more mental energy, more Aquarius energy. This is Mars. I can never remember if Mars is how you work or how you think. I think it's how you think. Oh, I have my book right here. Mars is how you work. Your Mars is how you work. So you work as an intellectual. You use your mind, your spirit. You're honest, you're direct. Again, assertive, quick-witted, like to talk. Can be impatient when it comes to certain things, can be impulsive, but still an intellectual who takes chances, but can be rebellious. Like I said before, if somebody tries to tell you what to do, you'll probably do the opposite just because somebody tried to tell you what to do. Now, if this truly should have come out in the reverse, this could be a missed opportunity. Someone who's out of control, someone who got left behind, someone who was rude, tactless, and hurtful. But I feel like it's supposed to be in the upright. That these are big changes and big opportunities coming for you, so you need to seize the moment. Get started, and you'll be traveling soon. Give thanks. Yes. Yes. Knight of Swords again is somebody who thinks very quick, fast thinking. Remember, Swords is the fastest moving energy in the deck. This could be somebody who's also a soldier. You see how fast the trees are rustling? That's how fast this energy moves, right? Moving so fast that you can get the trees this way, like a tornado or hurricane. That's pretty quick. This is a change in lifestyle, and I feel like it's a positive change. Someone's using their heart chakra to love themselves and to show others love too. With compassion and acceptance, right? Spirituality, love. And again, this is somebody who's traveling and traveling fast. So boarding a plane. Going to somewhere with pretty blue skies. Maybe going for a trip to the mountains. Or somebody coming in towards you fast. This could be a knight coming towards you fast. And if you're the Queen of Wands, again, this may be somebody who's a little bit immature and you still may need to work with. But it still could be a good offer. If you have a yes or no question, the answer is no. What else do we need to see? What else does the collective need to see? The Emperor in reverse. So yeah, this person may still have some maturing to do if this is somebody coming towards you or somebody who's in your life right now. So again, like I said earlier, use your discernment. Emperor in reverse is somebody who abuses their power. Somebody who's very rigid, stubborn, does not have discipline, does not have self-control, who will get somebody pregnant and not be there, and maybe owes a bunch of child support. Somebody who's immature, again, abuses their power, and has a big ego. He got a big... This person may cause chaos and confusion because they're angry and they don't have any structure. So maybe if this person comes toward you, and I feel like it could be this Page of Wands energy, this person may come toward you trying to come with their ideas, but you may already have your structure and order in place because you're the Queen of Swords. So when this person comes in toward you real fast, trying to talk fast and slick with this offer, you may reject this person, and then their true colors will come back out. That they still have more healing to do because maybe they haven't fully healed. Maybe they went into isolation and maybe they didn't. But if they only went into isolation for a day or two or even a week, they still have a lot more healing to do. And so again, use your discernment, use your intuition, and make the right choice for yourself so that you don't end up stuck. Because this person does not have structure and order, and this person does not know how to be in a healthy relationship. Yeah, Page of Cups. Use your intuition, like I said. This person needs to heal their root chakra. They still have some inner child healing to do. And that's just the way it is. It's like that. And that's the way it is. This is someone who's immature. A dreamer. They're living in a fantasy world. They think they can just come and sweep you off your feet with this Page of Cups or this fish in his cup. And that you're just supposed to take it. This person may have some psychic abilities and be very spiritual, but their inner voice is lying to them. They're very naive in their thinking. But they may admire you or have a crush on you. They may even again come in with some good news, but good news may just be a fish in a cup, which is an insufficient offer. Not that you won't appreciate it, but if you have 10 fish, you know, I mean, y'all can make 11, but really, you're already beyond that point. You've already healed your inner child. Because you're the magician, and you know that you have everything you need inside of you to manifest the life that you want. And call in the things that you want. And have what you want. And live the lifestyle that you want. All of your needs are met. You have the sword, the wand, the pentacle, and the cup. If you have a yes or no question, the answer is yes. All you gotta do is say yes. This card, Magician, is ruled by the planet Mercury. Mercury retrograde is about to come up. Mercury retrograde is all about communication. I feel like other people may have, you know, some issues during the Mercury retrograde, but I feel like your communication is good because you've elevated to your highest level of consciousness. You're very creative. You're action oriented, right? Powerful, a powerful manifester. You have great skills. You've been practicing. You have patience. A good work ethic. You're self-employed. You know how to use your words. You have the gift of the gab. You have willpower, strength. You know how to direct your power and your will. You have creative visualization, and you have the ability to manifest your desires. You're the number one. You're a leader. Again, your root chakra is healed. Your root chakra is balanced. You're grounded. You operate primarily on your righteous side. With the Judgment card being here in reverse, you may have some self-doubt. But again, keep in mind that you have everything that you need inside of you, and all of your needs are always met. Your manifestations may not be coming in as quickly as you want them to, but they are coming in. You may have some people that were gossiping about you. Maybe even this energy that was in your life was gossiping about you. He lied on you. He told people, he said things about you that weren't true. He or she. Because they lacked awareness. And they were unwilling to learn their karmic lessons. So either you, I feel like you have learned your karmic lessons, but this person, again, they had all those options, so they weren't learning their karmic lessons. And they probably went back to the wrong option. And they had to learn that lesson the hard way. They weren't self-aware like you are. Ace of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, they feel like it was a missed opportunity, or they wasted their time. Or you may feel like this person is wasting their time or their talent or their potential trying to chase after bogus cups. And you realize this person was hesitant when it came to you, but you understand that he or she missed out on that opportunity. This could be Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. This would also mean somebody who's not fertile, but I'm picking up more on the missed opportunity. And the fact that somebody hesitated on you and wasted their talent trying to be somewhere with somebody who wasn't going to build with them is why they're in this situation. Queen of Wands is out here. King of Wands is out here too. So you had two couples out here. Right? Yep, King of Wands is at the bottom of this pile in the reverse. So both kings were in the reverse. Only king that was in the upright is the King of Cups. Even the Emperor came out in the reverse. Queen of Wands could be a Leo. Somebody who's very vibrant. Who has a healed third eye chakra or a balanced third eye chakra. So they're very intuitive. Again, may have lucid dreams. Someone who meditates and is trustworthy. And there's a moon here. Of course, what's in the dark always comes to light. This could be somebody who's very feisty, who's very sexual, who's confident, who's mastered their craft or whatever it is that they do. And they're self-assured and confident, strong, courageous, passionate, funny, good sense of humor, independent, has a lot of energy, optimistic, outgoing, assertive, sexy. Could be somebody who has a little drama or chaos in their life, in a bad temper. Somebody who's forgetful, but also efficient. What else? What other energies do we need to come out? My goodness, this has been quite a reading, huh? The Fool in reverse. Somebody who's reckless and afraid and takes risk. This is more Saturn energy, and this is Saturn in reverse. This is someone whose crown chakra may be out of balance. They don't understand anything because they're just too reckless. They just want to live a simple life, and so they think simple. And that's not to disrespect anybody, but they just want, plain and simple and ordinary. And, you're more of a go-getter, and you're going after things, that will allow you to remain self-employed. But remember, the Fool is always the ending and the beginning of the cycle. Because we start out on the Fool's journey. So this is somebody who was being a fool. Careless. Unprepared. Absent. Whether it be absent father or just absent from you. Because they were exploring other cups. This card could also be telling you to make sure you make the right decision. Again, use your discernment and your intuition. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody made a bad business decision. A bad investment. Maybe a business failed. They misappropriated funds or living above their means and not good with their finances. Every time they get a dollar, they spend it. This could be bad management. Like I said earlier, this could be a person, place, or thing. So it doesn't have to be a person. It could be a job situation. This is somebody who does not finish what they started. This is solar plexus energy, which is represented by the color yellow and fire, the element of fire. This could be a Taurus. Doesn't have to be. Could be somebody with Taurus in their chart, but this is more Saturn energy and in the reverse. Remember, Saturn is in retrograde right now. Somebody planted seeds and they gave up too soon, feeling like the harvest wasn't going to come in. I just posted a meme the other day. You had a man on top who was digging with a pickaxe underneath the ground and going towards the goal. Underneath, there was about this much space left, and the man at the bottom gave up. And if he had kept going, the The goal was right on the other side, but he stopped and gave up before he got there. So this is somebody who could be giving up too soon. You may feel like you've been working at something for a long time. You know, again, this Eight of Pentacles is telling you to be patient. Just continue to perfect your skills and work on what you've been working on, but keep going. You have the confidence, you have the strength. Don't doubt yourself. Have that self-confidence. Trust yourself. Be confident and courageous and have strength. Even if you need to go into isolation for a little while. You got this. You can do this. You don't need that person who mistreated you and chose somebody else over you. You know, you need somebody who's going to honor you and respect you and build, and who wants to build with you, who doesn't see any other options because they know that you're the right option. Someone who's willing to work on themselves, willing to compromise, sacrifice, and work with you. Take responsibility for your own needs and your own actions. And like I said earlier, you have everything you need inside of you. And no matter what happens, all of your needs are always met. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here in the reverse? These all came outside. I'm not taking all of these. Nope. The moon, what's in the dark always comes to light. And that's an 18, which is a 9. What else also came out? 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, and 3 of Swords in reverse. Those actually did fall out, so I'll keep them. But yep, use your intuition. You know, what is that saying? Believe half of what you hear and none of what you see. Some things present themselves as an illusion, and they're not what they appear to be. This could be a Gemini or someone with Gemini in their chart. Somebody who's a dreamer. You may feel like you've been dreaming for a long time and that it's not going to happen, but it is going to happen. Fear can cause you to, you know, to run, but keep at it. You know, it's a misconception that, you know, things aren't going to work out. They will work out, you know. Tame your anxiety. Calm your subconscious mind with meditation. In your spiritual baths, sage, walking barefoot, hugging a tree, whatever you need to do to ground your energy. And again, in numerology and gematria, 9's a completion, so this is card number 18. You may feel like there's some deception here, but again, follow your intuition. You can make change happen with your manifestations. You have the power, you have the strength. And once you do that, guess what you're going to have? That 10 of Pentacles. You may make people feel like they're out in the cold, though. But you'll, you know, this could also be some type of inheritance come toward you. An unexpected financial blessing. Some money's coming towards you, though. A lump sum of money. It could be from a will, a deed, a trust fund, an inheritance. And it's going to cause you to have a solid foundation and privilege. I feel like this may have been from a passed on relative, so someone in your ancestry. You could be a Virgo, or the passed on loved one could have been a Virgo. And you make people feel like they've been left out on the cold. Because they probably didn't want you to get these finances. And it's going to be a negative change for them. A financial hardship for them. This could also be some type of recession. Feeling like the world is against you. Some type of adversity or struggle. But you don't need to take on that energy. This could be a Taurus. All that pain, that people around you, with that Five of Swords energy, this Five of Pentacles energy, if this was other people around you, that heartbreak and hurt is over. This is more Saturn in the reverse energy. Could be a Libra that hurt you. You could be a Libra. I think every sign came out, didn't it? I think so. Not too much emotion, though. We didn't have a whole lot of cups, but we did get that King of Cups. We have more Swords and Wands. Yeah, we have more Swords and Wands. And Major Arcana cards. Oh, we did have that Page of Cups too. But mainly Swords, so your intellect, your mentality, and Wands, sexuality. Spirituality. Cups is emotion. Pentacles, finances, and stability. We had quite a few Pentacles too. But yeah, the heartbreak is over. The pain is being released. Depression is being overcome. There's optimism and forgiveness. No matter what happens, lead with love. So people may have done you dirty behind the scenes, but love them anyway. Lead with love. Whether it was a romantic partner, a relative, a friend, a work situation, a business partner that you were not romantic with, lead with love. Because hurting people hurt people. And people don't like to acknowledge the fact that they need to heal. And especially when it comes to an inheritance with relatives, there are some relatives who want what you have or what was willed to you. Because for whatever reason, they feel entitled to it. And they feel like they want to fight for what you are supposed to have. because they don't want you to have it, or they feel like they're entitled to it, like I said, or again, they just don't want you to have it. Although it was the loved ones wish for you to have it, they take it upon themselves to go against what was written in the will. And they will try to fight for it. But it's coming to you anyway. Or if it was due to this romantic partner that was supposed to build with you and didn't build with you, you're going to get it on your own. Without this person. Why did the Three of Swords come out in the reverse? I feel like that's really the end, but we'll see. Yeah, because there was a lack of harmony, a disconnection, an imbalance. Somebody you weren't compatible with. A couple who's not happy with each other. But now you found balance. You have the resources that you need. And we know that life is full of ups and downs, right? You could be a Capricorn. Or one of the energies that was against you could be a Capricorn. But this is somebody who's very flexible. Maybe you do yoga. This is somebody who's good with profit and loss statements. But that money's going to be transferred to you. The money that somebody was trying to energetically or spiritually or physically hold back from you is going to be transferred to you. And this is Jupiter energy. This is third eye energy. Yep, Jupiter is the planet of luck, fortune, success, and generosity. A kind and abundant force for good in the universe. Jupiter is expansive, big thinking, healthy, wealthy, and powerful. An engine of achievement and success. Congratulations. These haters can't hold me back. These hoes can't hold me back. All right. I think I'm done with that. Let's get some oracle messages. I'm just curious to see what's on the bottom of the deck. Yep, the conflict is over. Anybody who tried to cause you conflict, it's over with. A compromise will be reached. The end of... You could be somebody who is struggling. That's all over with. There will be an agreement reached. Compromise, agreements, harmony, problem solved, success. Success is headed your way. This is a pretty good reading. No matter what competition came up against you, you are the winner. You are the champion, my friend. And you keep on fighting to the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. goodness, I love it. And you know 5s is change, honey. And 5 is ruled by the planet of Mercury, which is communication. So for me, this is good communication coming in. Maybe you should wear the color blue for the next month. Like ocean blue or sky blue. It could be royal blue. It doesn't have to be all blue. If you a blood or a crip, get you a blue bracelet or a blue necklace, a gemstone necklace. I do custom orders. So if you would like to order something, I'll be more than happy to make you something. www.circa2009.com. That is www.circa2009.com. Yeah, get you something real good that you can wear inconspicuously underneath your clothes. Insecurity. Yeah, somebody was insecure, and I hope that this is not your energy. If it is, practice self-love. Because the adversary was trying to get you to stop loving yourself, boo. But the sun will come out. You now have balance, or you're working toward balance. The scales will be balanced. And look, those who are against you, they're going to be mad. You see them? They all got their arms crossed. They mad. They mad that you got your justice. But the scales are going to be back. You cannot do, listen. You cannot do stuff that you think is hidden in the dark and think that you're going to continue to get away with it. I don't care if it's 10, 20, 30 years later. The universe, the ancestors, the laws of the universe, karma is a universal law whether people believe in it or not. You reap what you sow. You attract who you are. So if you are dirty, you are going to attract dirty things to you. What goes up must come down. However you want to say it. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. I don't care. The Most High sees everything. Nothing is in the dark. Nothing is hidden. And you have people who walk this realm of existence, this earth, who are intuitive and who are psychic and who have gifts, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentient, whatever. And the things that people think that they are getting away with, they are not getting away with. They trying to do all kinds of black magic and everything. And this is why they mad, because they realizing what they tried to do did not work. They wasted their time trying to gossip and lie and make you look like a bad person. And in the meantime, you wear your heart on your sleeve. You've healed your heart. Look, you trying to hug on them and they both standing there with their damn arms crossed, mad. Because you getting that house. You getting the abundance and prosperity. You getting the love. You getting it all. Anything that they tried to stop and block is coming to you now. It is on the way to you now. Look at all the green in that picture. And they brown and blue. Sad. Brown is the deep thinker. So you see the one with the brown on got the glasses on. Just overthinking, mad at theyself. This person has harmful tendencies. They're hard to reach, don't like to change, leaves too much to chance. hard to reach. Could be a Capricorn or Aries. They lack understanding. They're not enlightened. And that's why they can't believe that this is happening. They can't believe you're going to get this inheritance. They can't believe that you're getting your justice. Oh, I had more faith. You had trust and understanding. That's what faith is. You trust in the Most High. You trust in your ancestors. You trust in the unforeseen or the unseen world, the unseen realm. That's why you've been going all this time, despite what has come up against you. Or who has come up against you. Again, people have tried to do black magic and everything. And the whole time you stay focused on your pot of gold. You're not even looking up at them. You're not paying them no mind. And it's like the angel on one side and the adversary on the other with the ancestors in the back. Looking straight at you. Not even looking at them. Like, oh, they bugging. He did what? She did what? Oh, nah. You got to get your dove. We about to release some doves on them. Yeah, because you have perseverance, strength, courage. You're a butterfly metamorphing into an earth angel. You've earned your earth angel wings. Look at... That's a great card. Anything else from this deck? Yep, your abundance is coming. Because you have passion. You have passion and compassion. Look at you helping other people. You're using your wealth and abundance to help other people. Look, you even trying to, you fishing for it. You feel like you've been fishing for a while. And this, you about to put that key in there and unlock the vault, honey. You're going to have way more than you thought you ever had. You're going to have way more than you dreamed of. You may, you dreamed of a house, but you're going to have much, much more than you dreamed of. And again, people are not going to, you're going to drive somebody to drink and drive somebody to lose their mind. Look, his hat done came off and everything. Anything else? Dissipating. You're going to be a... You are going to live a full life. All your troubles are going to go down the drain. And you'll be able to relax and enjoy life. And you see in this picture, it looks like a detective. The Most High has the spirits, the detectives, they on the case. Again, anything that anybody was trying to do in the dark is coming to light. Whether it be a romantic partner or these relatives who tried to block your inheritance. Because they're mad you was in the will. What else? Anything else? Look, you got your crown on. Baby. Look at it. It's like a halo around you. You are an orb of light. Look out the window. Look at your life is about to change. Oh my goodness. All the lovers who didn't appreciate what you had to offer. The relatives who tried to dishonor you and turn their back on you. This is great. Alright, I think those cards are done. Let's get some dreams out here. Let's see what the dreams are talking about. At the bottom of this deck is victim, and somebody may feel like they're a victim. If this is your energy, please, you're not a victim. You are victorious. You slayed the dragon. But the people who went against you, they're going to be victims of their own circumstances. But you're the squirrel who got the nut. And you're about to get a big nut too. See the squirrel? You see how big this acorn is? You slayed the dragon, and you just sitting there smiling at the dragon. And the dragon is like, okay, you got that. Yeah, because it's about to be an expansion. You may have been a workaholic in the past, but now you're recovering from that. And your energy's being renewed. Alright, let's see what the dream cards are talking about. Alright, let's see. Maybe these are the, I don't know. Speak to me. Speak now. There we go. Internet. Embrace the fact that you are the world. Wow. You are the world. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our whole lives. It's true, we make a brighter day, just you and me, child. What? Come on, man. It says, give yourself permission to play, enjoy life. And this looks like an eagle or an eagle's beak. The eye and the beak here. So, and the child is playing with the eagle. It could even be a wave. Oh my goodness. Or this looks like a face, and that the child is playing with the angel in the heavens. And then you see the big hand. Use your imagination, your childlike imagination. Wow. You know, people who don't believe in tarot, I don't understand, because if you really watch and pay attention, the person can't make the cards come out the way that they come out. And the message is always relate some way, shape, form, or fashion. And even if sometimes it takes a while for the story to unfold, that fool's journey unfolds, honey. X. Oh my God. And you know what? I was just sitting here thinking, okay, what am I going to make this title? Because we started out with the X. Yo, that's hilarious. It says you reunite with a lost aspect of your soul. Okay. So you need to reconnect with your higher self. But it looks like I see two people in this picture. Or even three. It almost looks like these two people are hugging and then there's somebody else down here watching. Can you see that? Even almost looks like that's a bouquet of flowers right there. There's a lot going on in this card. Wow. This is amazing. I promise you I was just sitting here thinking, what in the world is the title gonna be? Something like the ex tried it, the relatives tried it. But you are the world, or you have the world. Wow. Color. I mentioned quite a few colors while we were doing this. Express your true feelings. And mountain or hill. You are climbing the mountain or top, honey. Reach your goals, it says. Wow. And the world card is an invitation for you to reflect on your achievements and tune into your spiritual lessons. Chase. Face and embrace the person in the mirror. Okay, so that goes with this X card. Reunite with a lost aspect of yourself. One of the best affirmations you could do is to say I love you to yourself in the mirror at least 100 times. You could do it throughout the day. Ideally, you want to be nude. You want to start with your nose pressed up against the mirror, looking yourself in the eyeballs, and then move back once you say it the first time. If you get emotional, allow the emotions to come up, but continue to say it until you've moved back far enough to see your complete body nude if you have a full-length mirror. If you don't, you're looking at as much of your body as you can see, and you're appreciating what you see in the mirror. And if you feel like you don't mean it at first, keep saying it until you mean it for at least 90 days. But you're getting closure, right? A new cycle is about to begin. You're going to be traveling, honey. You are going to be so accomplished if you're not already. You are perfect, whole, and complete, and you will have complete wish fulfillment. I think I'm going to end it here. Let me see first if anything else wants to come out with these dream cards. Nope, I'm ending it. I love y'all. Later.